Hi, I'm Kenny D. I'm here in the beautiful Shawnee Mission Park. Behind me is Shawnee Mission Lake. We're just outside of Kansas City, and it's a beautiful day to get out and do some paddle boarding, which I will be doing here soon. But first, we've got an unboxing video for my new paddleboard from Funwater boards. We'll jump right on in. First thing first, we have the seat. Yes, you can get a seat to put on your paddleboard. We've got our carrying bag, high volume, high pressure pump, and of course we have our adjustable two-piece paddle. Breaks down nice and small. And of course our leash. We put this around our ankle, attach it to the board, so if we fall off, we don't lose the board. We have our wrench for the valve and a repair patch. Detachable fins for the bottom of the board. We've got our main 9-inch center fin and two smaller side fins. And of course, before we get there, we have our waterproof phone bag, you know, because you're going to want to take your phone out, take some cool pictures, listen to music, whatever you want to do, or you can leave it behind and enjoy the serenity. And finally, we have the board. Yes, this is the board. It does break down this small. This is the Honor board. It's an 11-foot paddle board. And it comes with this nice little strap to be able to wrap around it after we break it down so that it stays nice and small to fit in our bag. Fold it right on out. I'm going to set this all stuff down here. Roll it on out. You see right away, this board looks great, looks nice, heavy duty. We've got the bungee straps in the front to be able to tie down whatever you want to take out on there, your dry bag, your cooler, attach whatever else you want to it, right there. And we also have bungees on the back. So with a 330-pound weight capacity, this can carry a lot, depending on what you're trying to go. So you've got bungees and capacity for your cargo, front and back. We've got the inflation valve on the back, convenient carrying handles on the back, middle, and we've got the D-rings on the side. And of course you have this awesome, beautiful design here. We've got the camo and the bright green. Makes for a nice little pop out on the water. All right, next, we're gonna get this thing inflated. So I'm gonna move it down onto the ground, show you how to connect the pump, and we'll get going. All right, so you've got your pump. We've got the hose attached to it right here. Make sure it's nice and secure. And we're gonna get started pumping up the board. So you're just going to come to the valve cover back here at the back, pull that off. Make sure that the screw in the middle is in the up position. There's a little spring. That's your valve release for all the air. You want to make sure that's up, otherwise all the air you're putting in is going to come right back out. So you're going to take your nozzle, stick it right in, turn it to the right, feel that secure, and you're going to come to the pump, and you're just going to start pumping. Depending on how fast you are, this will take you about anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. So we're going to inflate this thing real quick, and then we'll take it out on the water. All right, so as you see, it's starting to take some shape. So you might be wondering, how far do you have to go? How do you know when you have enough air in the board? Well, for one, there's still a little bit of give to it. So you know that it's not fully inflated, but also the pump actually has a gauge right here on the top of it. So that comes in super handy when you start getting up there. Again, these boards take 12 to 15 PSI. To give you an idea of how much air that is, if you think about a football or a basketball, those are usually filled to about 7 PSI. So these being 12 to 15 PSI take a lot more air, and you can tell by about how much pressure. Thankfully, we also have a gauge on the pump to be able to tell us how much air we need to put in. So we reached our capacity. We're about 13 psi. It's going to be more than good enough to be able to get this thing out on the water. Now you can see it is nice and stiff. All right, before we go, to take the nozzle off, you just quickly turn to the left and pull. It'll pop a little bit, but it'll come right out. Easy. Make sure you get that cover back on, and we're good to go. Next, we got to make sure we get our fins on the board. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip that board right over. We're going to start with our center fin. Just slides right here in the track. Push that all the way in. Then you're going to line up the little guides right here. You're going to take the clip, make sure the clip is faced up.
Slide that right in, and it's not going anywhere. You'll repeat the process with the two other fins. Make sure that clip gets pushed all the way in. To remove the fins, you just push down on the raised edge of the clip, push it all the way back out, and then the fin will slide right out.
And before we get into the water, I wanted to show you how to attach your leash and put your paddle together and get it to the appropriate height. So first, attaching the leash is pretty easy. First, you're going to take the tie end, put it through the D-ring here, pull it through, and then you're going to open it up, put the Velcro end through here, keep that open, and you're going to pull that all the way through, all the way down to the end. Now it's nice and secure. And then you're just going to take that Velcro. There's a nice little loop here to be able to grab. Pull that open, put that around your ankle, Velcro in, and now you're attached to your board. And for your paddle, it comes apart into two pieces for nice and easy packing. You're just going to put those two tubes together, push that silver little tab right there, push it together, twist it till it clicks, and it's securely together. Then you're going to open up the latch here, and you're going to extend the handle up to the appropriate height. How do you know what the appropriate height is? The easy way to do it is just to stand with it on the ground, reach up high, pull it up to about where it meets your wrist, close it up, and you're ready to go. All right, we're done with our board and it's time to put it away. Make sure that before you put it away for a period of time that you rinse everything off of it, all the dirt, all the sand, lake water, ocean water, whatever it is. You want to make sure that to preserve the board for a long period of time, that it's clean when you put it away. So we're going to rinse it off real quick. Now we're ready to deflate the board, fold it up, and put it in its carrying bag. First, you're going to open the valve cover, just like before. You're going to press down in the middle of the valve on the little knob, turn it slightly to the left so that it locks in place to let all of the air out. When you push it in, it's going to make a really loud noise for just a couple seconds. Then the rest of the air is going to let out. And then I'll show you how to fold it up. Okay, so now most of the pressure is out of the board, so now we can start folding up the board to put it in its bag. I recommend starting from the opposite end from the valve so that as you fold it up, you can let all of the air out. fold it up, we can put the strap on the board to keep it tight and pack it into its carrying bag. And as you can see, there's more than enough room to fit all of your supplies for your paddleboard right inside. And you're ready to go. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at @TheKennyDFitLife. Make sure you follow Funwater. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Go grab your paddleboard. Have fun.